What is up, everybody? It's Ray and Aaron here with Franchise Tag, and we are bringing you a hot show today. What I want you guys to do is I want you to smash that like, smash that subscribe, and stick around. Give us them hours because we need it. We're almost monetized, guys. We're almost there. Almost there.
We need it. Hey, but I do have a question for
What's up, Aaron?
For the chat. I want people to leave a comment. I want you to tell me how much Taysom Hill went for in your league, and I also want to know how much Kenneth Walker went for in your league.
I was going to say, that's the one I want to know.
Let me know how much those two cost, and let me know if you were outbid or not on said players.
I want you guys to just listen to this real fast. We had Kenneth Walker go for 95 fab. That is insane. That's wild. I get it.
It's completely crazy.
I get it. That's crazy. Right? I don't know. Taysom Hill was going for like 40 fab in most leagues and stuff like that. I'm like, that is... Again, tight end suck.
Taysom Hill for 40?
Yeah, that's toughy. That's what I was hearing. So on today's show, what we're going to talk about is the injury report as of Wednesday to get you guys ready for Thursday Night Football and the rest of the lineup on Sunday. We're going to talk about some starts and sits. We'll go back and forth about some other things we might bring up during the show, and that's pretty much it. But, Aaron, how was your waiver day?
I put in for Kenneth Walker, didn't get Kenneth Walker.
Nope.
Put a $0 bid on Taysom Hill because I didn't think people would be paying that much attention. Didn't get him. It was good. I didn't really go super hard on anybody.
I did. I thought I was super, super hard. That was like $51 or $55 on Kenneth Walker. I was like, dude, I'm spending a lot of cheese on this. Then I wake up I'm still awake at 12 o'clock watching The Boys, by the way. And I'm telling you right now, I saw 95 slap my eyeballs, and I'm like, what is going on?
See, waivers for us run at like 12:05 my time, so it's like 10 o'clock, 10:05 your guys' time,
nope,
right?
It's 12:10 for us.
Is it? Okay,
yep.
So that's what it runs on. So that's like 2:10 in the morning for me. So I'm always asleep when waivers run. So I never get to be up late, ad dropping as soon as the waivers run, like all you California guys get to do. So
I saw no one picked up Eno Benjamin. I'm like, or is it Eno Benjamin? Am I saying this right?
Mm-hmm.
Eno Benjamin. No one picked
it's
him up.
Eno Benjamin.
And I'm like, let me see what's happening there because my roster is depleted, and I really need to beat. Great friend of the show, Ruben. I need to really beat him this week.
I handed him one last week, so maybe you can do it again this week. No one really knows. Hey, I do have multiple leagues, right? Obviously, Tuesday evenings are like, I'm going to lay in bed and I'm going to put in all my waiver claims throughout the week and stuff.
Yeah.
I will tell you, yesterday, my wife looked at me dead in my face and said, after we did waivers, she said, Tuesdays suck. I said, why? She said, there's no football on. I said, welcome to
the show. Welcome to the show.
So she is, needless to say, 100% fully hooked on fantasy football.
That's what's up.
5 weeks in and just can't stand Tuesdays and Wednesdays because there's no football going on.
Great friend of the show. So let's jump into these injury reports. There's a lot of them. Right now, we just got it updated a little bit ago, so you can kind of feel what time we actually recorded. Cooper Kupp did not participate in practice today.
That's spooky.
He's expected to play. Don't know yet.
It's a foot. It's spooky.
That's a foot.
Could pull a T. Higgins on you this week.
Raheem Mostert not practicing. What do you think about that?
That
par for the course?
Yeah, but I mean, is it just soreness or is there actually an issue? It doesn't really. It's vague.
Yeah, it's pretty vague. So I think monitoring tomorrow is really important.
Yep. Tyreek full participant in practice today. Mm-hmm. Dak felt great after throwing today, which was the first time he's thrown since everything's happened. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Saints, no receiver was at practice today. No one that mattered except for, I guess, Marquez Callaway. But
go ahead.
But I still think Michael Thomas plays. But man, if he doesn't, I do not think Chris Olave plays. That concussion was pretty serious. He was literally unconscious. And the way the league is cracking down right now, I do not think he plays.
He's probably going to miss a week. Everyone's going to take an extra week of caution now.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lattimore also sidelined. So, who do the Saints play?
We're going to get to that. T. Higgins.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that one.
Yeah, T.
It's a
Higgins
good matchup.
limited today. That's again, you got to keep monitoring during the week. But
I will say, if you can pivot, say he goes through tomorrow, limited, full participant Friday, but still is going to be a game time decision, just sit him. If he's going to be a game time decision at all, just sit him.
Yeah, because
play someone different.
The way that looked last week, that was wild. I kind of feel bad for anybody starting T. Higgins last week because you were unaware that
the old lady lost because of it. She only needed 10 points.
Yeah, you were unaware he was going to dress and literally not see the field.
Yep.
So.
And I feel like a lot of people were in that boat where had they known even prior to like that game that morning that he wasn't going to play, just a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
A lot of people could have pivoted and probably won.
Damian Harris limited today on Wednesday. I would think that they're going to be cautious about it, especially because they don't have a ton of weapons, and he's got to be healthy for that team to be successful. But for my own personal gain, let's get you out there, Damian Harris. Let's take away about 50% of the snaps from Ramondre, please. Let's do that.
I did go look, I will say, for Ramondre and Jacoby Myers today after waivers had ran.
Mm-hmm.
Every league we play in rostered, and Jacoby's only rostered in like 60% of leagues. So
yeah,
PPR weird, machine. Right?
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, big one, still out of practice on Wednesday with the ankle.
Yeah, definitely. That's one more time. Let's get healthy, Jonathan Taylor. Let's take the time. Let's get healthy. Let's not rush back. That'd be too much. Let's not do that. I think the only other one that I was seeing that really struck a chord in my brain was Rashad Bateman. Not spotted at practice again.
Yeah, he's out with a foot, and Jahan Dotson is also out.
Yeah, Jahan Dotson is going to be out. So I think that kind of limits Carson Wentz tonight. By the time you guys are seeing that tonight, but I'm still interested. But let's get to that. What do you say, Aaron? Want to go jump right into the old starts and sits?
Yes.
What the hell was that?
Let's do that. That was me thinking in my head if there's anything needing to go as I let noise come out of my mouth. So that's what that was.
Can you not make that face ever again?
No. So anyways, teams on bye are the Las Vegas Raiders, the Tennessee Titans, the Houston Texans, and the Detroit Lions. Please pay attention to if you have any of those people and move them out of your rosters. It's not a super big bye week, so I'm sure there's someone that you can drop to make room to pick somebody else up to cover for you there, so we're not really going to worry about that. Oh, God, Thursday night game. Are you ready to get into the Thursday night game?
Look, I have I have a big piece riding in this game. I'm letting it ride again, guys. I'm doing it. And I know I'm going to get burned. I know it. But I'm going with Carson Wentz this week as a start for the Commanders. I'm putting him in. And look, I've said it before. I'll say it again. When he's not playing against a good pass rush, you're good to go. He's fine. He's fine.
It just feels dirty.
Oh, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to go throw up after that. I do not feel good. Yeah. I'm going to go wash my hands.
Yeah. So on the Washington Commanders at the Chicago Bears, 38-point over-under. I'm probably going to smash the over on this one just because both defenses are so bad.
38's low.
Commander's side of the ball, who are you starting? Because I'm not starting anybody.
Okay, so I would go Carson Wentz, and then I would also be interested in flexing Curtis Samuel this week. He's been heavily involved. I don't think he's going to see number one coverage because, Terry's going to play. So I think it's a pretty good start, especially in DFS. I don't think he's going to be very expensive. We're going to cover that on Sunday, but
he's a Thursday night game, so you have to play the single slate.
That's right. I got ahead of myself. Sorry, guys.
You have to play the single slate stuff.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
I'm not starting Antonio Gibson, but I am watching Brian Robinson.
Oh, yeah. You got to watch. You got to see with your eyeballs.
Stash. Big stash.
Right now.
Then on the Bears side of the ball, all I am starting is David Montgomery, and that is it. I'm closing the book on the Thursday night game. I don't want anything to do with the rest of it. That's it. This game's
Yeah. Thursday night's been pretty rough so far, and I'm glad that I play softball on Thursday night so I can kind of have something to dilute the disgustingness.
Before the season, if I would have told you that the Broncos, who did the Broncos play last week? The Chargers. I already forgot because I brain dumped it.
So they play the Chargers this week.
No, yeah, who'd they play last week?
Indianapolis.
Yeah. If I were to tell you before the season that the Broncos Indianapolis game was going to be a just snooze fest, would you believe me?
On Matt Ryan's side.
No.
That's what I would have thought.
No one thought that about Matt Ryan beforehand.
I didn't like Matt. I've never thought Matt Ryan was in a good spot. I didn't think that.
Yeah, tell it to Julio Jones.
That's why I don't have a single share of Michael Pittman. That's why.
Yeah, well, I didn't think that he was going to be just straight buns. Anyways, next up we have the 49ers. Oh, Jesus. At the Atlanta Falcons. 44.5 point over under.
How is this a 44-point game? How would that even get there?
Because they think that the Niners are just going to... I didn't check the actual spread. I can. Go ahead and tell me who you're going to start.
All right, so for the Niners, you're rolling out Debo, you're rolling out Kittle, you're rolling out Jeff Wilson Jr., and I'm still okay with Brandon Ayuk being in the game, but in your roster. But it's got to be a deeper league. It's a 12-man league plus. That's where I would be comfortable putting Ayuk in.
The Niners are only favored by 5.5 points. It sounds like I'm betting that. That's what I would be betting.
Well, I will say that Drake London and Kyle Pitts both practice this week, whatever that means. But
okay, because Marcus Mariota is going to throw the ball 12 times and have 2 completions.
But what are those running backs going to do? This is not a game I'm starting Tyler Algier. This is not a game that I'm
back in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm not interested in starting any running unless it was Cordell Patterson, which it's not. I'm not interested.
Literally in the show doc, people on starts for the Falcons, I wrote none. None.
I don't believe in any part. You're probably going to have to start Kyle Pitts because of what you have, unless you went and got somebody on waivers. Hopefully, you were the Taysom Hill winner. Hopefully,
I'm cut. Unless I'm in a keeper or dynasty, if I'm in a normal redraft, I'm trading Kyle Pitts away.
I was going to say I don't think you can cut him. You can
I'm
trade
not
him.
cut. Hell no, I'm trading.
You can get something for him.
Name value alone.
Yeah.
Go find someone who's roster and 2 tight ends, or someone who just picked up Taysom Hill but has Gerald Everett, Tyler Higbee, Dallas Goedert.
Want to play a game?
Also, I mean, not really, but yeah.
Tyler Conklin or Kyle Pitts?
Why'd you start off so close?
How was that close? What?
I'm just kidding. I'd still take Kyle Pitts strictly for the upside.
Hayden Hurst or Kyle Pitts?
Right now, Hayden Hurst.
Robert Tonyan or Kyle Pitts?
Kyle Pitts for the upside.
Okay.
I don't want any part of Green Bay's passing offense.
Nope. That's where the line. I was like, there's no way that name.
And all of those names that Ray just said, I'm not cutting Kyle Pitts. He's on my bench.
Yeah.
Still, in order to get Kyle Pitts off of my bench, be a Higbee or a not Waller, but
you might
Kittle.
be able to get Waller, honestly.
You could probably.
But that owner's pissed.
A Kittle or a Andrews or a Kelsey, but you're gonna have to package something with him to go get
that. A lot to get that.
So, but anyways, you get what I'm saying. Kyle Pitts is looking to not be very good this year. So,
it's like
and you know what sucks is it's like I tried to trade someone a tight end to fill their depth in, and they basically told me to go F myself.
Are you personal feelings again?
No, I'm just saying some people need to get realistic expectations when it comes to trading.
I'm feeling feelings. I feel it on the other side of the screen. So
no, there's no feelings. Anyways,
who do you got winning this game?
Stop it. You don't even have to ask that question.
So you get the Niners winning.
Yes.
So how about this next game? Patriots versus the Browns. This is a 43.5 over under. Now, I think this is going to be an over. I think it's going to be an over.
I don't.
I believe. I
don't think so.
Who do you guys start for the Patriots?
Ramondre Stevenson, and then I'm willing to flex in Jacoby Myers. If you have Deontay Johnson on your team, I would look at Jacoby Myers like a Deontay Johnson, where he's getting basically all of the targets inside of the offense. And especially in PPR formats, he will be a good start, especially a spot start on a week you have a bye. Like if you have an Amon-Ra St. Brown, you could plug him in right here.
You don't say.
Devontae Adams. And then basically Tennessee and Houston, they don't have anybody outside of one player on each side that you want. So you're not really worried about it there.
Yeah, Devontae's going to get a suspension. There's no way.
He probably will end up with a game suspension, but we can talk about that when the time comes.
I'm with Stevenson. I'm with Myers. I don't think that Harris actually plays.
Oh, he's definitely not going to play.
That's pretty much it for this offense right now, especially because Mac Jones is probably not going to play. I don't want any other part of this at all. And I don't want any other piece. Let's go on to the Browns. Obviously, you're rolling out Nick Chubb. No question. Are you starting Kareem Hunt this week? Asking for a friend.
Probably not. I think that defense is going to be... It's Bill Belichick. He's going to shut down what he needs to shut down.
Okay. So you're thinking it's going to be a Jacoby game?
Maybe. No, it's more of a Chubb game. I don't know. I'd probably flex him now that I think about it.
I'm not taking David Njoku out of the lineup. Nope. There's nobody else that I could think of right now that you're going to pick up off waivers that's not named Taysom Hill. And even then, I'm probably still not comfortable doing that. I think that we've seen enough out of Njoku to get that he is viable as a weekly starter.
Yep, I would agree. Who do you have winning that game?
I got the Browns winning, man. I know they're not going to, but I got the Browns winning.
That is what it is. So we'll cover this next game because I'm sure this one's probably going to be a long one, and then we'll take a break.
Got it.
We have the Jets at the Packers. The over-under in this game is 45 points.
I'm smashing the under.
We'll go ahead and just talk about the Jets side of the ball because it'll probably be a little bit quicker, and then we'll get into the Packers. So for the Jets side of the ball, I have Breece Hall starting, and that is it.
Okay.
I think you could probably flex Michael Carter now that I think about it.
I was just about to say that. You probably get away with flexing Michael Carter.
Yeah, because they're both going to score, and Packers defense looks like Packers defense of old, and you can run all over them.
It's worrisome to start either Corey Davis or Garrett Wilson because you don't know which one is actually going to get Jair Alexander. The thing about the Packers defense is that he stays on one side of the field. So who do you believe
you mean
in
he
more?
Doesn't travel with number ones?
He sure doesn't.
Like a surefire lockdown corner in the NFL?
Who do you believe in more? I would be willing to start Garrett Wilson in a very tight pinch if you were the Amon-Ra guy, if you had this is my exact situation. If Michael Thomas can't play, Garrett Wilson's going in. Literally, That's my exact situation.
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying because you're kind of handcuffed into making that play because you don't necessarily want to drop Michael Thomas because if he does come back, he's going to hopefully be like he was before he was out, which is
I know he would be for sure. If I put him on the waivers, listeners, listen up. If I drop Michael Thomas, he needs to be rostered in every other format that's ever existed. He will be a receiver 1 for the rest of the season. I promise you.
Is this personal feelings?
Might be.
Anyways, I mean, if you're in that sticky pickle, then yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Just because of bye weeks and stuff like that. That's how that happens. And I'm sure the Amon-Ra owner.
What's Bye-Apocalypse this year? It's week 9, right?
I don't know, but this is a big bye week for me. So.
Oh, well, yeah, for you. No one cares about just you, Ray.
I'm just saying it's for me.
Kidding. So, anyways, Packers side of the ball. Let's have a discussion.
Right.
I'm starting Aaron Jones.
You have to, yes.
The Jets' run defense has always been good.
I'm okay with you sitting AJ Dillon this week.
I would agree.
But understand that he scored last in week 1. That is not going to be a trend that continues.
The offense keeps looking like that. They're going to throwing on the 2-yard line.
There's no way that ship doesn't get righted, right? And do you want to get caught holding the bag? Who do you have?
We got a big head quarterback, so I don't know. It might not get righted.
This is one that I want you guys to drop in the comments. Say, hey, this is who I've got, AJ Dillon or X. And I'll answer right away just to see how I'm feeling about it. And you got to understand, I'm coming from this as a Packer fan, but also as I know what AJ Dillon is right now. And it's really frustrating. Just give him the ball.
Give them both the ball.
Outside of that, nothing.
Not starting anybody. Nope.
Because Sauce Gardner does travel.
And guess what? If he's on Alan Lazard to start the game, who I don't think is better than Sauce Gardner, I think Sauce Gardner is going to just lock him down anyway.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely going to.
But they start going to Romeo Dobbs. Guess who's going to flip flop?
So you're just going to be playing that game the whole time? No thanks, pass on all the pass catchers there. Not even Randall Cobb, maybe in DFS Randall Cobb. Maybe.
I would play AJ Dillon in DFS for exactly what you're talking about. If the touchdowns happen to come to the running back position this game, he's probably in line for one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Packers to win this game. I know you are too. Can't root against them, obviously.
You might be surprised.
But if the Packers lose this game, I'm worried.
I think the Jets win this game.
I'll see it in the pick'ems.
You will. I promise.
I'll see it in the pick'ems. Okay,
I think the Jets win this game.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers didn't practice today with a thumb, by the way.
He's going to play.
I know. I think they just put it on the injury report for a Veterans Day of rest. Anyways, let's hear a word from our sponsors really quick, and then we will jump right back into it.
Hey, everyone. This show is brought to you by Driffles Jerky. Are you like us and love beef jerky, but hate paying those high prices for subpar meat? Well, at drifflesjerky.com, they have the money meat.
You said the money meat?
That's right, the money meat. Great tasting beef jerky made from top quality cuts of beef at great prices. Use promo code franchise tag to get yourself 10% off on your order today.
That's DRIFFILLS jerky.com. All right, guys, we are back. The jerky looks good every time that I see it. I just can't help it.
I'm going to see Jordan in a minute.
You know? Hey, that's what's up. Tell him I said hi. So, up next, we have the Jaguars at the Colts with this AFC South matchup. This over-under is 42 points. Ray, who are you starting on the Jags?
Well, I'm going on T-Law. Think it's going to be a fine start this game. And I know that the Jags and Colts, they usually play each other pretty tough. I'm with that because we need to see T-Law get back to what he really needs to be, which is a very good quarterback in the NFL. I don't know if he's there yet. I don't know. And I want to see it. But I'm starting to believe.
I think next year is going to be that year.
Yeah. Christian Kirk, running him out there.
He had a down week last week. Sorry. He had a down week last week, but I think that's kind of a one-off. He was way too involved for the first 4 weeks of the season to be worried about a one-off week.
Yeah, receivers are really volatile. Also, James Robinson going to be right in your lineup because I feel like this is a plus game script for the Jaguars, and you know who's going to get the rock in that situation.
Yep, in the plus matchups, he's for sure going to get those. Yeah, I agree with you on all of those.
Maybe Zay Jones too. You might be able to sneak Zay Jones in there in a flex.
Deeper leagues, I would say so.
Deeper leagues, yeah.
Deeper leagues, I would say so. And then on the Colts side of the ball, Jonathan Taylor, if he's still going in limited, I'm probably not going to play him. Is Nyheim Hines out of concussion protocol? I haven't heard anything. They'll probably.
I don't know, but I'm not playing him.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Alec Pierce is realistically the only person that I would play from Indianapolis, and you can take a shot on one of the tight ends if you need a tight end.
Yeah, and we actually just saw that Deontay is also hurt right now, so my receiving core this week might just be Garrett Wilson and Alec Pierce.
Hey, two rookies, go for it.
That's tough.
I'm worried about Michael Pittman, and I'm not worried about Michael Pittman from a standpoint of Michael Pittman is bad. I'm worried about Michael Pittman as a standpoint of Matt Ryan is awful. He has one target of 17 or more yards, and 17 yards is his longest on the season. And everyone else has had, I believe it's at least 4 is the next closest person.
Alec Pierce is the deep ball guy.
Yeah, now, and it's weird. I have big brain family members, per se, wife, essentially. She packaged Michael Pittman with somebody and went and got CeeDee Lamb and Trevor Lawrence on the back end.
I like that.
So she has Dak Prescott in the IR spot that she picked up of waivers because it's a new player league, so people are still figuring out. Someone dropped Dak Prescott instead of putting him in the IR spot, so she picked him up. So when he comes back, she's gonna have the CD Dak stack. She listens to the show.
I kind of like that. That's a good move. That's a swell move. I like that.
Yeah. Especially because she got him after CD had a down week with like 7 points.
Yeah, I like that.
Right?
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be okay. See,
okay.
people listen to the show. People get moves made.
How about who's gonna win this game?
I'm having the Jags win this game.
You don't say.
I do say.
I feel like that game's gonna suck.
You know what sucks is I'm still having to start Michael Pittman.
It's unfortunate.
I know. Anyways,
it's so unfortunate.
Anyways, I got some inner workings going. Hopefully, we can get something done.
Moving directly on. I'm done talking about the Colts.
Directly on.
So the next game on the docket we got here is the Vikings against the Dolphins. This is a 45.5 point over under. I don't know how I like that. I feel like that's dead on. I feel like that's like dead on. I don't know. Yeah. Slightly under.
So it's weird, right? Because when you think about it, if it's 44 points, it's both teams only scoring 22. So this is what 22 and a quarter for both teams. Mm-hmm. It's really not that much when you think about it.
Yeah, a 21-17 game.
Yeah,
that's how I'm seeing it. I don't think this is going to be
24-21.
The Dolphins are going to have a rookie quarterback out there. I don't remember. Is it Skyler something?
Skyler, is it Moore? No, not it's Sky Moore. Skyler Tardaby.
Skyler dude. That guy. Skyler dude. He's going to be in. So I don't know. I don't necessarily like that over under being the over. I definitely like the under in that one. So on the Viking side of the ball, you have Captain Kirk himself, Kirk Cousins.
I would start Kirk Cousins, especially if you're in a situation like you're in where you need a quarterback.
Kirk Cousins or Carson Wentz?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins or Geno Smith?
It's pretty even. I'm going Geno, though, just because I have him on my roster already, and I don't want to drop him so someone like you can pick him up for free. Skylar Thompson. That's his name. Yeah, Skylar offers.
That's true. I tried to get something because I didn't want to start Carson Wentz, but you know what? I have to believe.
I'm making you eat crow on that one.
I do believe. And you're going to be like, oh, man, he dropped the 40 bomb? Oh, my God.
No,
way.
He dropped a 30 burger last week, so he's going to give you like 7 points.
It's true. So I don't necessarily like Kirk Cousins. I've never been a Kirk Cousins fan, and I don't think that he's very good at all. But I can see where you're talking about. He's viable as a starter this week. Miami's definitely given up a lot of run in the air. I think that's a weird way to say that, huh? A lot of yards through the air. They've given up a lot. So definitely something to look at.
He's QB 11 in our scoring format.
I don't care. I just don't care. Just don't care. Dalvin Cook, with that, looks like he's right on par where he needs to be. Justin Jefferson ever comes out of your lineup. I would also be willing to start Adam Thielen this week in your flex. And that's it. End of list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I would agree with that. On the Dolphins side, I'm not starting any running back, not starting their third string quarterback. And you obviously have to roll Tyreek and Jalen Waddle out there for where you drafted them, but I'm super scared.
Okay. I think the Tyreek is fine. One of them is going to be fine. One of them will. If Raheem Mostert is actually playing, if this is just a precautionary thing and he's actually playing, I'm also willing to start Raheem Mostert. I'm willing to.
Yeah.
Especially with who you have out right now on bye. You have a Derrick Henry. You have a Dameon Pierce. You're missing pieces in your backfield.
Your Josh Jacobs is gone.
Josh Jacobs, yes. I think
Swift,
that he's a viable start.
I agree. If he's playing, I would agree he is a viable start. He's stole that backfield.
Oh yeah,
away.
He was at 95% handoff share on that, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe
it's something really high. Like he's getting all of the work.
Something stupid. Never mind. I'll talk about it after the show.
Oh. Who do you got winning this game?
I'm taking the Vikings.
We need Minnesota to lose really bad, but I don't think they're going to lose this week.
I know. I'm taking the Vikings. Anyways, next up we have the Bengals at the New Orleans Saints with a 43-point over-under. On the Bengals side of the ball, especially if Marshawn Lattimore's out, I'm firing up Joe Burrow. I'm firing up Jamar Chase. T. Higgins plays. I'm going to play No, I'm not going to play T. Higgins. Actually, if he is a full participant for the rest of the week, I'm playing T. Higgins. He's too good not to play, and I'm playing Joe Mixon.
If T. Higgins doesn't play, I'm putting Tyler Boyd in my lineup.
That's fair. That is a good one.
If he does not, I'm putting him into my lineup.
I didn't even think about that.
And then Hayden Hurst. I'm willing to start Hayden Hurst.
Yeah. The Saints defense looked real suspect last week, too, against Seattle. So this could be a good one. And then on the Saints side of the ball, who are you starting?
Well, it's going to be Alvin Kamara. Shocker.
Because you have to.
You're probably starting Taysom Hill.
Yep, because he's going to vulture 3 touchdowns.
Especially if Jameis isn't in. If it is old Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle himself, man, Taysom Hill is a crush your start. Literally just mash that button in. Couldn't be a better start. I think Jameis kind of takes away a little bit of that because he likes to throw the ball down the field a lot more than Andy Dalton does. But this is where it gets tough. Is it Chris Olave? Is he going to play? I don't think so. Is it Michael Thomas? If Michael Thomas plays, Chris Olave's out, Jarvis Landry's out, Michael Thomas is a crush start because he's going to get all of the work. There is nobody else there that I give any shits about. It's got to be Michael Thomas, right? Has to. I need it. But most likely he doesn't play. And Jarvis Landry, he's probably not going to play. I'm not willing to start any other receiving option on this side of the ball at all.
I agree. I would probably take a deep shot, especially if all of those guys are out, on Marquez Callaway in DFS lineups.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. But luckily, we do get to talk about that stuff on Sunday about the DFS lineups because this is not a Thursday game. This is an actual Sunday main slate game. So that's where we are on that. Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
I got nothing else, man. That's
Any
it for
other
me.
Comments?
Nope.
All right, guys. Please be sure to leave us some comments on the questions that we asked. Ray will for sure get back to you, and I'll try to get back to you as well. As always, please use code FranchiseTagged at drifflesjerky.com for 10% off of your order. Join us in the Discord where you can also ask us questions, get start, sit decisions, things like that, where we can also talk about Sunday Live when we do that stuff. And then, as always, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please hit the like button on the videos. It really helps in the YouTube algorithm. Hit the notification bell so you know anytime we drop new content. And most importantly, smash that subscribe button because that is ultimately what helps us out the most. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support. Really taking off. And we will see you later.